Hi, welcome to Soviet King Recaps. Today I will talk about the first episode of the anime titled The Great Cleric. The anime begins with a man attending several meetings. He narrates that his feet have been hardened from the countless hours of work and he will do anything in his power to hit his quota. After meeting with many potential clients and sealing various deals, he is happy he will get his promotion. He walks down the street thinking that he will be soon celebrating his promotion with his friends, but then a robber runs out of a store with a pistol in his hands. A policeman runs after him and jumps on the thief, dropping him on the ground. While the two of them fight, the robber pulls the trigger accidentally and the bullet coming out of the gun hits our hero. While he lies on the ground, he thinks to himself that he has to return in order to celebrate. The man's soul is transferred to the spirit realm, where a mysterious voice says it was unfair for him to die. Then the voice tells him he will be reincarnated in a land of magic and monsters. Indeed, the man is taken to a new world, and as soon as he opens his eyes, he sees a dragon flying over him. In addition, he realizes his appearance is different than what it was before. The voice speaks to him again and instructs him to utter the words, "Status open." That command opens an information panel for him, and the man is able to see his age and level, just like being in a game. The voice informs him that his age and race have been predetermined, but everything else will be his decision. Scrolling through the information a bit more, the man now sees his name as Luciel and realizes he also has some special abilities. One of them is being an expert in martial arts, while another is having tremendous luck. He got reincarnated anyway. This must be his lucky day. He also sees he is a healer moments before he gets on his way. Soon, he finds a large castle and notices that the people are showing their ID to the knights as well as paying some kind of a toll. When it is his turn to proceed, he tells the knight he has no ID because he was born in a small village. His village did not want him because they had no use for a healer, so he is hoping to join the guild to be trained as a healer. The knight calls a beautiful woman named Lumina, and she tells Luciel that she will take him to the guild of healers. On their way, Luciel stumbles on a tough man that warns him to not use his magic for evil. Luciel gets intimidated, but Luna says she would protect him if anything happened. Soon, Lumina takes him to the headquarters of the Healers Guild. There, they meet a secretary named Kururu, and she hands Luciel a form to complete. Luciel is having a hard time reading it because he can't understand the language, but upon thinking about that, his eyes work their magic, and he starts reading the form. When he reaches the blank where he needs to fill the name of his hometown, he plays stupid and asks if he can just write village because he is not sure if his hometown had a name. In any case, Kururu accepts his application and then gives him an artifact where Luciel can channel his magic. Kururu runs a check on it and confirms that Luciel indeed has magical powers. Lumina believes her job is done here and starts walking away, but Luciel stops her and pleads for her help. Although he is a healer, he has never used his magic and he has no idea how to do it on his own. Lumina lets him know he has 3 options and she outlines them for him. First, he can join Spartan training, which means he will have to study spells all day and train hard until he masters them. Second, he could get a loan and enter the education system. Third, he can become an apprentice, which means he will have to do several chores and study spells on his free time. Luciel thinks about his options and he decides to pick Spartan training because that seems the fastest way that can get him to master his magic powers. Kururu hears that and she believes this guy must be really stupid for willingly picking Spartan training. Next, Kururu takes Luciel to his room and he finds a spell tome waiting for him. Luciel begins reading it and finds out that his energy will decrease while he uses magic, but it can naturally replenish. On the other hand, the more he uses magic, the more his skill will increase. He is quite enthusiastic about it and he starts practicing immediately. Although his skill increases little by little, his MP goes down and he soon has no other choice but to rest. Over the course of the following days, Luciel trains hard until he thinks it's time to leave his room. A girl that has been bringing him breakfast, Monica, asks him to pay 1 silver coin for the room, but she gives it back to him when she is informed that Luciel is Lumina's guest and she is paid for his room. However, Luciel also learns that healers pay some kind of a fee according to their ranks. Luciel does not really like that idea and he starts thinking how he can use his business experience from his previous life in order to cut himself a better deal. He concludes that he might be better off if he joined an adventurer's guild and work with them directly as a healer. While walking down the road, Luciel stumbles upon the tough guy he met earlier. His name is Bazin and he seems to be the leader of the group. Luciel believes this is a good chance to ask him about the adventurer's guild, but they are soon interrupted by some of Bazin's friends. A group of them has been injured on a mission. Bazin mentions that they can't count on the healer's guild anymore and Luciel remembers some words that Monica told him. The Healers Guild is a corrupt organization and they don't help anyone anymore if they don't get paid. With that in mind, Luciel believes this is the time for him to take action, and he tells Bazin that he will heal his friends. Can he really pull that off? And that concludes our recap of the first episode of the anime. If you haven't already then, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel to stay updated on all the latest anime recaps and reviews. Don't forget to ring the notification bell so you never miss a moment of anime greatness. Until the next video, stay tuned and keep exploring the extraordinary realm of anime with us.